Hello, everyone. Welcome to Awaken Your Freedom Show. Please subscribe to support our growing community. Welcome to the deep dive. You send us the sources, we dig in, and pull out the key insights, make you instantly smarter. Today, we're plunging into Robin Sharma's The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
Yes. A book that really tends to stick with people. It poses this really fundamental question. What if success wasn't about what you accumulate, but
Right.
what you awaken? That can totally shift your perspective.
Absolutely. It's framed like a story, but it feels more like a wake-up call.
Mhm.
And we know you, our listener, you want that valuable knowledge, those aha moments, but quickly and without feeling buried.
Hmm.
So think of this as your shortcut to the heart of the book. No overwhelm. Okay, let's dive in.
Let's. So first up, Julian Mantle. His story is pretty dramatic. Here's this guy, top lawyer, had the Ferrari, the mansion, the fancy watch, the whole package.
The picture of success, right? What everyone thinks success is.
Exactly. But if you peel back the layers,
Hmm.
totally different story inside.
Yeah, running on empty, burnt out, despite all this stuff.
Mhm.
And then that panic attack in court. That's intense.
Super intense, and leads him to just chuck it all, sells everything, heads to the Himalayas.
It does sound a bit like a movie plot point, doesn't it? So extreme.
It does, but I think the extremity is kind of the point. It highlights how that constant chase for more money, more status, more followers even,
Yeah.
how that can actually pull you away from genuine, fulfillment, from meaning.
It really makes you stop and think. You see these incredibly successful people, outwardly at least.
Right.
And the source mentions Anthony Bourdain, Kate Spade, people who reached the top.
But whose internal struggles were immense. It's a stark reminder, isn't it?
Definitely. That external shine doesn't automatically mean internal peace.
Not at all.
So the big takeaway here for you, listening,
Hmm?
what's your definition?
Yeah, what does success really mean to you? Is it just the external stuff?
Or does it include that inner contentment piece? And crucially, do they line up right now?
Big questions. Okay, so Julian ditches the old life, heads to the Himalayas, meets these sages.
And they teach him about the garden of the mind. I love that metaphor.
It's really vivid, isn't it? So picture your mind like a garden. If you just let it go, what happens? Weeds pop up everywhere.
Negative thoughts.
Exactly. Worry, comparison, fear. Those are the weeds. They choke out the good stuff.
But if you actively tend it,
Right. You cultivate the positive, gratitude, focus, optimism that leads to a vibrant mental space.
the book says, guard your mind with the same care you guard your home. That's pretty direct.
It is. And it connects to what people who have achieved massive success sometimes realize later.
Like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, exactly. His comments about wishing everyone could get rich and famous.
To see it's not the answer.
Precisely. The real work, the book argues, is training your mind for stillness, for purpose, from the inside out.
So it's not about finding some magic bullet. It's more like a daily practice. Like starting your day with intention, instead of just grabbing the phone and
Doom scrolling. Yes, that endless feed of negativity or comparison.
take a few moments first. Set a positive tone. Seems small, but it could be huge.
It really could. And that leads right into the next big concept, the rituals of radiant living.
Okay, Julian learns 7 of these from the sages.
Yeah, 7 key practices.
The book calls them daily vitamins for the soul. I like that. Makes them feel essential, but doable.
It's a great analogy. So the 7 are: master your mind,
We just touched on that.
follow your purpose, practice Kaizen,
Constant improvement, right?
Yep. Live with discipline, respect your time, selflessly serve others, and embrace the present.
Wow, okay. That's quite a list, a whole toolkit.
It really is. Each one tackles a different part of living well. Let's maybe look closer at Kaizen.
Sure, that continuous improvement idea.
It's not about huge, drastic changes overnight. That often just sets you up for failure,
Right. It feels too big, too overwhelming.
Kaizen is about small, consistent steps. Micro growth.
The source uses Serena Williams as an example. Her incredible career.
Wasn't just talent, it was showing up every single day,
Yeah.
pushing just a little bit more.
That relentless incremental progress, that's Kaizen. Feels much more achievable that way.
Definitely. And achieving things takes time, which brings us neatly to the next core idea, the value of time itself.
Oh, this one hits hard. Sharma says, time slips through your hands like grains of sand.
Such a powerful image, because it's true.
And it's the one resource you absolutely cannot get more of. Money, maybe, but time? Nope.
Finite, irreplaceable.
Okay, check this out. The source mentions this reality check about how we spend our time.
Oh, yeah.
Average person scrolling social media, digital stuff, like 2.5 hours a day, maybe more.
Wow. Okay.
Do the math. That adds up to almost 38 days a year.
38 days. That's staggering.
Right. Imagine redirecting even just a fraction of that. What could you learn? What could you build? Who could you connect with more deeply?
It really puts things in perspective. What are you trading that time for?
So time isn't just money, like the old saying. It's meaning. It's life itself.
Well said. Which connects to the fifth big idea. Identity over image.
Okay. So Julian's journey, it was about stripping away that shiny outer layer, wasn't it?
Absolutely. The famous lawyer, the rich guy, the man about town image.
He had to let all that go to find out who he really was underneath.
And the book is honest. That's hard. Letting go of who you think you should be, it can feel like dying almost, an ego death.
Yeah, I can see that. Scary.
But the promise is that on the other side of that shedding, that's where real joy lies.
Aligning who you are inside with how you show up outside.
Exactly. And we see echoes of this today. The source points to Jay Shetty.
Oh, interesting example. Left a corporate path.
Right. To become a monk, which probably seemed crazy to a lot of people back then.
I bet.
But look at his influence now. It came from aligning his actions with that deeper sense of identity and purpose.
Okay, now this next point from the source, I found this really insightful, a bit of a twist.
Huh.
It's don't sell your Ferrari, rethink why you bought it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So not necessarily about renouncing everything.
Exactly. It's more nuanced. It's about changing your relationship with your achievements, redefining them.
So your Ferrari might not be a car. It could be your business, your project, your passion.
Yes, your dream. The message isn't give up your dreams, it's don't let your dreams own you.
Let them serve something bigger than just your ego, like making an impact.
Right. Let your success serve purpose, not just status. That feels really empowering.
It does. It makes the whole thing feel less about escaping life and more about engaging with it differently.
Which leads perfectly into the final wrap-up thought. You're the monk.
So it's not just Julian's story.
No, it's presented as our potential.
Yeah.
The monk isn't some faraway figure. It's like your own future self.
The part of you that remembers what truly matters.
Exactly. And it leaves you, the listener, with some pretty direct questions to ponder.
Right.
What am I actually chasing? What am I trying to avoid?
Oof. Heavy hitters.
And maybe the biggest one. Who do I want to become when no one's watching?
Wow. Yeah, that gets right to the core of it. Identity versus image again.
So the book isn't just a story. The source suggests it's like a mirror.
Reflecting where you are now.
And a challenge.
And how you're living.
And ultimately a map. Not to escape your life, but to elevate it.
A map to awaken that inner monk.
So the takeaway from this deep dive, plant better thoughts, live deeper days.
And awaken your own inner monk.
Go put.
To close, please don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or Spotify to stay sharp and never miss a drop of knowledge that could change your financial life. Thank you.
And maybe leave you with this thought to chew on. What's one small but really significant shift you could make starting today, like right now, to bring what you do a little closer to who you truly are?